Okay, so here I am at the Goodwill bins. I'm ready to go buy a bunch of goodies. And I have my chest harness on. First time ever, we'll see if we can get some good footage. Hello and welcome to eBay with Chris. I'm on a journey to build an eBay business from $0 to $3,000 monthly profit in just 12 months. In today's video, I'm going to take you to the Goodwill bins. That's where I do most of my sourcing. We're going to dig through some bins and see what we find. See if we can find some treasures to flip on eBay for a profit. Let's go. Okay, so here I am digging in my first bin. The first thing I do when I walk into the Goodwill Outlet is I grab a cart, because you don't want to get there late when there's no carts available. So I grab my cart, I put my IKEA bags in the cart, and then I stage it where everyone else stages their carts as well. And I grab an IKEA bag and I head over to a bin. And here I am looking at the tags of every single item. That looks like time and true, so I toss it off to the side. I'm doing this quick, and unfortunately, I need to practice aiming my camera at the tags so you guys can read them and I can read them later on. But I'm just flying through the clothing right now, trying to just go as fast as I can. This looks like it's a uniform service shirt there. Here's a pair of pants, and I can't read the tag on it. I think I'm looking at the size there, but obviously I discard it here because it's nothing that I think has any value. This is a pair of Old Navy jeans, no value. And you just keep digging through. Here's a pair of black pants. What are they? VIP. Okay, I've looked those up before, and if I remember correctly, there's no value on those either. So far, not much luck in this bin. Here's a pair of jeans. I believe they're Levi's signature jeans. At this point, I see that they've opened up some new bins, so I rush over there, and I'm late to the party. What happens is that they set out all the bins, and then everyone's kind of standing around waiting for them to say go. And when they say go, everyone dives in. Well, I got there a couple minutes late, so I kind of got stuck in a corner here by this pole. But I'm digging into the side of the bin here to see if I can find anything. And you can tell there's people kind of all around me. We're not elbow to elbow too much. It's everyone is pretty polite all the time. Oh, here I find a shirt. What is this? The brand is Moose Creek, which I don't recognize, but it is a heavy flannel gray shirt with pearl snap buttons. So I go ahead and throw that on my bag. The next item I grab right here is actually a Nike skateboarding brand, Nike SB, which is their skateboarding hoodie. So I grab that and put that on my bag as well. Here's a pair of sweatpants, and I don't recognize the brand on this, so I just toss this off to the side. When the bins are fresh like this, mostly what I'm trying to do is find real obvious things like coats and jeans that might be high value. So I'm kind of skimming through things really quick, tossing shirts off to the side. That's a pair of Old Navy jeans. I just toss them off to the side. And just trying to dig through and real quickly to find things of value. Here's a coat, a Suma, and I've looked up that brand before and it hasn't had any value, although I might be a good idea to kind of go back to that. Here's a pair of pants. I think they're No Boundaries. Yeah, No Boundaries. There's no value in that brand as well. Again, you can see the people next to me. We're all kind of digging through the same piles, helping each other kind of turn the products over so we can see what's on the bottom. I have a pair of pants here. I'm not sure what the brand is. Time and True, I think. So that's no value either. Just toss that. And you can see I'm digging. Here I come to a shirt that's interesting. Rock Point is the brand, and I'm not familiar with it, so I go ahead and toss it in my bag. And the next thing I find is a shirt by Bushnell. Really interesting as well, and it has an NRA embroidery on it. Paused recording because I'm a little bit concerned about my battery life, honestly, while I'm recording for the first time. So this is probably about 20-30 minutes later at a separate bin, and I'm again just digging through American Eagle jeans. Nope, just toss that off to the side. Here's a shirt. What's the brand on this? It looks like oh, I can't read it there. I'm going super fast, and this is how it is at the bins. You're just flying, trying to quickly look at the labels, assess value or not. Oh, this pair of jeans I'm not sure about. I never heard. The brand is Can Cam. And so I go ahead and put this in my bag actually and research it later. But after doing the research, the sold comparables, it's not worth anything, so I do not end up buying that. I just go ahead and put that back in the bins. Here we have, that's Wonder Nation, which is a Walmart brand. I go ahead and toss that. These are a pair of ski pants or rain pants, if I remember right, and I'm looking at that patch there. It looks interesting, but then I look at the brand and decide I don't want it. Oh, this is a cool hoodie right here. It's Boise State, and it's really good condition, nice and bright orange. There's the comps there on the screen. So I put that in my bag. I do keep that item. Here we have another hoodie. What is this? Oh, Wild Fable. No, trash. Any kid items, I typically just toss them off to the side. Here I'm looking at this sweater here. What's that brand there? Oh, Thread Supply. I've looked that up before, and that doesn't really have any value. This hoodie looks like it's from a local school. Oh, what is this? Oh, Nike. Yeah, look at that. Nike Dry Fit hoodie with a cowl neck. Yes, there's the comp right there. So that is definitely going in my bag. That's a good find right there. You never know what you're going to pull out of these piles here. It's so interesting. Here's a pair of pants. What are these? Lee, I think, is what they were. So I just toss those off to the side. Digging and digging and digging. Oh, this is interesting shirt here. It's a Wrangler pearl snap. The material feels really nice. It's a really nice shirt. It's all white though, of course, and it's really hard with the lighting in the bins to see. Here I'm looking at the collar. I'm looking for stains. It's hard to see stains in the bins just because the lighting is so bad. So I decide it's just not worth it. So I toss it. It looks like a construction shirt. Don't want that. I do look at the front of most of the shirts too to also see if there's any kind of cool graphics on there, because sometimes the graphics will outweigh a bad brand. Here's a pair of, what is this? Oh, a shirt. I toss that to the side, obviously. Yeah, so I mean, you just keep digging and digging. This is a pair of Land's End khaki pants, and I've sold Land's End before, so I'm kind of looking this over. You can see I look at the crotch. I'm playing with the zipper. I do actually end up putting this in my bag, but after doing some research at the end of the day, I decide not to buy this, so I toss it back into the bin later on. That's what I do is when I'm doing things like this really fast, I'll put things that I'm not sure about into my bag, and then later on I will stand off to the side and do the research for items that I'm not sure about. And honestly, what am I doing looking at this dress? I know nothing about dresses. Miss My, is that what the brand is? Miss My? If that was a good brand and if I should have bought that, please let me know. I have no idea. I need to learn dresses, I suppose. This is a pair of jeans. Angels is the brand, or Angels Forever Young, I think. And this turns out to be a good buy. At the time, I'm not sure. I need to look it up, but after doing the research, it's a pretty good buy, although I think the comps were low, like in the $15 to $20 range. This is a Reebok jacket, I think, and yeah, no real value with an item like that. You know, what's interesting is that everyone digging through the bin seems to be looking for different items. And so you can go through a pile that someone else has already gone through and find a lot of good stuff. Here's what is this? Oh, I think I showed this to the camera because I thought it was kind of cute. A little cow face pair of pajamas. So I'm getting better at showing things to the camera. What was that? American Eagle, I think it was. Toss that off to the side. This looks like a local construction company. Hoodie, toss that to the side. Typically what I'll do is I'll kind of find a hole, or I'll get a bare spot in the bin, and then that's where I toss everything. Oh, this is a Steelhead hoodie. I go ahead and pick this up. I actually had bought a hat from a garage sale over the weekend with the same brand, so that's why I recognize that. It turns out this actually has some stains on it, so I got to price it a little bit lower, but I think someone will still want to pick that up. This looks like a pair of Wrangler jeans, relaxed straight. Wrangler, I haven't picked up very many Wrangler pants. When I've done the research, the comps just aren't there. Now this is kind of funny. This actually turns out to be a Paul Mitchell, one of those capes, I guess, that you put on when you go to the salon or the barbershop. and I'm trying to figure out what it is. and finally I see the snaps there on the collar, and I go, oh, okay, yeah, that's what this thing is. And I do put that in my bag because I have no idea, so I want to research that later. Turns out that those are selling brand new. That's a pair of signature Levi's, that's no good. But that Paul Mitchell thing is selling brand new for like $6. So obviously I throw that back in the bin. That hoodie had no value. This also looks like a local, maybe high school or middle school, so I tossed that as well. A pair of sweatpants. What's the brand on this? I'm not sure. It looks like it has a Gildan tag, and Gildan tags are just super generic, so there's no value there. Okay, so I stop recording for a little while, then I go over to another bin. Wild Fable sweatpants, no value. I grab those just because of the camo. Anything camo I typically will grab and look and see if there's anything, if it's a good brand or not. I'm just digging through here. What is this? Oh, this looks like maybe, what is that? The Atlanta Falcons, I think? I don't know. That might have had value. I don't know why I just tossed that off to the side. But something about it said no value. So sometimes you do. I mean, you're just kind of flying through the pile. And here I am just trying to move a bunch of stuff to get to the bottom of a bin. So I kind of have a hole to put items that I've already looked at in that hole. That's a pair of Dockers, no value. What is this hoodie here? Looks like whatever it is. I got to get better at pointing or showing the camera the things that I'm looking at. I don't recognize that character. And I think it's on a Gildan tag. It is, yeah. So I just throw it off to the side. If that character had some kind of value, please let me know. Look at these shorts here. What is that? Oh, show it to the camera, Chris. But this is what it's like digging through the Goodwill bins. You just never know what you're going to find. And sometimes you can dig for a long time and find absolutely nothing. But you got to put in the work. What is this? It looks like a pair of Calvin Klein, possibly. Yeah, Calvin Klein sweatpants. Not a lot of money here, but I do go ahead and grab these and throw that into my bag. There's a comp on the screen for $20. And I just continued, again, just digging and digging and doing the work. I like to go to the bottom of the bin because sometimes you never know what you're going to find there. This is an interesting, so this is Lower Columbia. I don't know at the time, but I find out this is Lower Columbia College, the Red Devils, and there's just basically one comp and no recent sales, but I do grab this. I think if someone is searching for it, they're going to find it. I'll be the only item available, and they're going to buy it. So again, there's a lot of kids stuff here, and I basically will pull them out, realize it's a kid's item, and then toss it. Here's an Adidas hoodie. Now the graphic was okay on that one. Maybe I should have bought that one, but a lot of Adidas stuff, if it's just plain, you just toss it. If it has an interesting graphic on it, then I might pick it up. This had some kind of a weird saying, but it was a kid shirt. Again, kid stuff I will basically just toss to the side. This, I have no clue what it is. I've actually done a bunch of research since this day here. It says Sonic, but it's not Supersonics, but it is the same color. And there's a Space Needle emblem on the backside. It says Olympia, number 16. I have no idea what this is. If you do, please let me know. I've done some Google searching on it. I did end up bringing it home because I think it will have some value, but I just don't know how to put that on eBay with keywords that will help someone find it that wants that item. Again, just doing the work here, digging through, trying to get to the bottom of the bin to see if there's anything down there. What is this? Oh, it looks like a Husky hoodie, and I'm thinking this might be a good find, but then I see that big stain right there, and I toss that to the side. And Husky, the University of Washington Huskies, that was a hoodie for them. A lot of kids' items. I'm just tossing those to the side, again, to try and dig down. Tommy Hilfiger. It's inside out, so I turn it outside out, so I can see if there's any branding on it. It looks like it's just plain black, so I toss it off to the side. If it had said Tommy Hilfiger with a big logo, then I might have been more interested in that. Just a plain hoodie for like some local beach or something like that. Again, a lot of kids' pajamas. You're just digging through things, you know. The videos that you see on YouTube of all these great big finds at the Goodwill bins, they're just showing you the highlights. They're not showing you the hours that it takes to dig through the bins to find those things. I'm not sure what brand this is. Oh, Massimo, is that what that said? That's not a good brand to resell. I'm looking at these sweatpants. Nope. Yeah, so I'm in the bins for, in this day, 4.5 hours where I'm actually in the bins. No, I'm sorry, 3.5 hours actually in the bins, and then add an hour of travel time back and forth total. And so to do that, oh, this is a good one. For all mankind, pair of jeans. I look at the crotch for any holes and rips. You can see the comps on the screen. Pretty good find there. So I'm pretty excited about that. This is pretty much an automatic buy as long as it's not super damaged. This one is distressed in the knees. And it looks like a Seattle University hoodie there. I just tossed it off to the side. So like I was saying, I was in the bins for about 3.5 hours digging. I did buy 65 items, and which is pretty good, but none of them are real big money. You know, here I am getting close to the bottom of the bin. They're probably, you know, $20 plus shipping on average. So bread and butter stuff. Here I got to the bottom of the bin, and now I'm just toppling everything over that was in this big pile next to me, so I can kind of see what's underneath the top layer there. That was an Izod. Just toss that off to the side. What's interesting is that everyone is looking for different items. You know, I'm looking for certain things that I know that will sell. Then there's people that look for old t-shirts, and people that look for just jeans and jackets. And then there's other people that are like me. They will sit there and dig through an entire bin and look at every single item for anything that might be of value. And what is this? So this is a hoodie. James something, I can't remember. I thought this might have some value, then I just toss it off to the side. So it's not really a competition because you're not looking for the same stuff. Oh, here's a Vans hoodie. It's actually a youth size. I think it was like size 7 or something like that. So it's pretty small. I'm just checking the zipper. There's some comps right there. Not a lot of value, but it should sell pretty quick. So anything Vans or skateboarding related, I will typically grab that, and so you can see I put it in my bag there. Yeah, so like it's not really that much competition except for the big items like North Face and Carhartt and stuff like that. But there's so much other opportunity. That's a George shirt, which is a Walmart brand. Toss that off to the side. Here's a pair of jeans. I didn't get to see what that tag was, but apparently was nothing. It looks like universal thread, camo shirt. Again, like I said, so I mean, there's so much stuff in these bins that even if you don't get the big ticket items like the North Faces and the Carhartts, there's going to be other items in here that you can sell. For example, this item right here, I bet no one else was going to pick this up. It's a Matco Tools hoodie, and I believe it's a women's hoodie, and it's got the skull on it, so that's a great find right there. You can see I put some comps up there. That one will probably sell pretty quickly. So, you know, I'm looking for certain things. There's people there that are looking for dresses, for example, and I don't look at dresses yet. Just a plain hoodie there, no value. So I don't see it as a competition. You know, this I'm not sure about. It's got that basketball motif on it, so I'm kind of looking at it again, but I think it's on a Gildan tag if I remember right, or no, what is that? Oh, East Boy. I never heard of it, and apparently I'm too lazy to look it up, so I just toss it to the side. Sometimes you're just like, I don't feel like looking it up, but that's the only way you can learn. You got to look everything up. I'm interested in this hoodie until I see that, and then gross, toss it off to the side. I'm hoping that was just makeup in there, but yeah, so my strategy at the Goodwill bins is just to find those $20 items. I'm looking for bread and butter items, and I know if I do the work and do the digging that I will come across items that have $50, $60, $100 worth of value. And it looks like I'm almost done with the video, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up right here. So we had a pretty good day. I got 4 bags, and I'm gonna go ahead and just load them up in the car, and we'll be good to go. It was about 67 pounds, 57 pounds, and $106. So I paid $1.70 per pound, or $1.69 per pound plus tax. I think I got some good stuff. I'll show you some of the things later. Well, thanks for watching eBay with Chris. If you've never been to the Goodwill bins, I encourage you to Google Goodwill Outlet or Goodwill bins near me and see if there's any locations near you. It's kind of a fun experience. Don't be afraid. Just go and find a bin and start digging. Whether you're looking at clothes or hard goods, you know, just enjoy the experience. So I hope you saw some new brands or some new items that you can use for building your eBay business. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to follow me on my journey to build an eBay business from $0 to $3,000 monthly profit, go ahead and click this button to subscribe. And if you want to watch more videos like this, check this one out right here. Thank you.